Kong once said, "If I had 6 hours to chop down a tree, I'd spend the first 4 hours sharpening the axe." His words inspired a lot of businesses in improving their efficiency by focusing on what mattered the most. Currently, the conditions of SKM distributions, especially towards general trade owners, stores, or traditional retailers, are not efficient enough. They still highly depend on the salesman visit. So, just for putting their orders, they have to wait for the salesman to come and let him to put their orders in an SFA device, a device that only salesman has an access to, where salesman visit conducted only once every 2 weeks. So, these GT stores cannot make their orders in any time they want. Instead of waiting for the salesman to come, these GT stores prefer to buy from wholesalers or other distribution channel. Therefore, when the day of the salesman visit has come, these GT stores will not make any purchase because they already stocked their products days before. Hence, every single visit that does not make any purchase will just be another waste of time and money. So, what is SKM gonna do about this? In order to improve SKM business efficiency, we present you the whole SKM app, a user-friendly live mobile application that has been specifically designed in accordance with the needs and capacity of general trade stores owners.
So then, right now, without further ado, I will go directly to the apps and demonstrate how easy it is for the apps to be used by the retailers. First of all, when we open the apps, it will open up the splash screen where it will be the SKM logo and the name of the retailers. Let's say the name of the retailers is Darmawan, so the splash screen will say "Selamat datang Darmawan" on it. But if Darmawan hasn't signed up to the apps, or if he doesn't have any account on the apps, then he will have to go to the login page where he will have to put his email and his password on it. But if he has signed up on the first place, then he will not have to go to this login page and he will go directly to the splash screen. And after he log in on the first place, then he will go to the home menu or the beranda. The beranda menu will be displaying the current order process and the past order that has been delivered to the customers. And in this beranda menu, retailers could also add orders to PT Sari Husada distributors. The point of ordering directly to the PT Sari Husada distributor is so they don't waste time and cost to order right through the distributors. They could order to distributors through this tambah pesanan menu on the bottom corner. And after they finish ordering the menu, the progress could be seen on this ongoing process menu. In this ongoing process menu, we could see the specification of the products, the price of the products, and the total of the products. And beside that, retailers could also track the delivery of the order by clicking this menu called Pelacak Pengiriman. And if they see any trouble with the delivery or something, they could also call the call center on this layanan consumer. We will go to the notification or pemberitahuan menu. On this pemberitahuan menu, SKM could directly deliver the message to the retailers without any intermediaries. So, it will be beneficial for SKM and retailers so that retailers could get direct message from SKM without any incorrect information. In this pemberitahuan menu, there are 3 kinds of message that is routinely delivered to the retailers, which is promo, point, and pesanan. In the promo messages, there will be monthly promo delivered to the retailers so that they are attracted to use these apps routinely. In the point messages, the retailers will get 500 points initially so that they are attracted from the beginning to use the apps, and the points could be traded to gifts or exchanges like prizes. And in the last messages, which is pesanan, retailers will track the pesanan of their orders, and retailers will also know the price changes of SKM products on the notification. Next, on the information menu, there will be menus like layanan konsumen, petunjuk penggunaan, bantuan, dan syarat dan ketentuan. In this menu, it will be helpful for retailers to help them know about how the apps work and how it will be useful for them. And then, in the last menu, which is account or profile saya, the retailers could see their own profile, and they could also see the points, the phone numbers, and the address of their stores. Besides that, they could also see the products that is favorable for them, their own buying behavior, and their most best-selling products. So, with this app, we believe that it will be helpful for retailers, so it will help them to be more easily ordering to SKM, and it will be beneficial for SKM to improve their supply chain.
So, how do we know if our solution actually can work and help SKM in improving its efficiency? We have 3 measurable indicators that are going to help us to keep on track on how we have progressed and how well we do compared to another company. The first one is the stores coverage. We expect to have 300 stores by the first week, 700 stores by the second week, and 1300 stores by the third week. By the end of the 6 months, we expect to cover 80% of our GT stores. The second indicators are active stores, which means how many stores has actually did transaction through our app. On the first week, we expect to have 100 active stores, and by the second week, we expect to have 300 active stores, and by the third week, we expect to have 600 active stores. Now, our third indicator is the stores orders, both by the volume and frequency. By the volume, we expect to have 15% growth on average by the first week. By the first month. And by the fourth month, we expect to have 42% growth on average. From the frequency, we expect to have 20% growth on average by the first month and 110% growth on average by the fourth month. The question is, how much money can SKM save by implementing the Toko SKM app? Now, we have done rough calculation with 4 assumptions to help us see how much can we save with this app. The first assumption is SKM distributors cover 10,000 stores. The second assumption, one seller is gonna visit 25 stores each day with the monthly salary of 3 million rupiah. The third assumption is one seller is gonna visit the same stores once every 2 weeks. And the last one distributor is gonna cover 40 to 50 stores every delivery. Now, with that rough calculation and our assumption, SKM can save like 400 million something by just cutting 40% of the sellers just by implementing our Toko SKM app. Aside from the sellers cost minimization, we also have the delivery route minimization, which means we're gonna improve our efficiency by around 10% to 20% and gonna save around 10 million each month. Putting everything together, we're gonna save around 590 million something rupiah for the first year. With our solution, not only SKM can reduce the cost for unnecessary trades, we also gonna improve our sales through frequency and volume, as our GT stores can order anytime and anywhere they want. We are from the Breakfast Club. Thank you.